Alrighty, hello. I am Latisse. Welcome. Hope you all are doing well, swell, and your enemies aren't doing so well. Um, welcome. I am just gonna get in and out of the announcements. I am going to be offering personal and dream readings in about a month once everything is finished up, so be on the lookout for that. I also do donation letter readings every Saturday and or Sunday on my Instagram, so it's best to just follow because I don't really have a set schedule or time for that. And other than that, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you for joining again. And let's get into this, okay? Pisces, Sun, the Moon, the Rising, and the Venus, okay? This is for you. The chakra-led song that we got for you was actually all 7 of the chakra. So that's letting me know that it's a recalibration for you guys, a readjustment, a refixing. I'm hearing in your, in your, not so much your spirit, but like a balance in your spirit and your natural world a little bit, which is, if you're like, that's kind of normal. But in the way that it's like your delusions, as people will call them, which I also like to call just dreams and action of photo, memories of manifestations. That's what I do. Just pulling it out there. I feel like you're about to see like magic in the real world, like further than you have ever before. And it's coming from what you have been, I'm hearing, instructed to already do, or what you're going to be doing next for in itself. And so it's just a recalibration. It's like just, I'm just going to get the oil change. It doesn't have the meter yet. When I know it's been a while, I'm just going to do it before the light comes on. I'm going to go ahead and get that situated. It's like I'm going to stay ready so that way I don't have to get ready energy. And its spirit is taking notice, and so it's like, okay, this is now the time for that. It's like you've been staying down, you've been prepared. Like let's go ahead and Ashe. No, we're not gonna have that. We're gonna have that. Your light went out, but we're just gonna light it again. And that is so great. This lines up with your reading. Yesterday, I was able to do all of the readings, and it's crazy because I think the readings that I did today were shorter. All the readings in the candle did not go out. No worries, no problems. But today, you guys were the last one, and it did. But also for you guys, what I'm putting on there is a little bit of just some herbal things that add in abundance and prosperity and just clarity and things of that sort. The spirit is telling me not to say it, especially since the reading that you guys have, the channel messages, they don't want me to say what the herb is, but spirit is saying you all already have it. So just put it on a candle, and that's all I say there. Ashe, and so we're going to go ahead and light this for you to bring that in, because this really does line up with your reading. Thank you, spirit. So it really does line up with your reading for sure. And being able to have that clear energy of what I just said, the abundance, the clarity, the prosperity, all those things. Like everybody got that as well. Like that was on the first candle, but for you to be the last reading and for you to get on this candle and it lines up with that, like I said, spirit has been taking notice, and so they just kind of want you to get prepared, because the first thing that I wrote in here was cleansing, right? And then after that, they had me write clearing. But right, I'm going to chalk it up to neighbor, because, okay, actually, we got cleansing, and then next to that we have guess and guest. So they almost sound very similar. Guess or guest. So this is letting me know that the cleansing is going to be clearing up any confusion with things that seem similar. Like, is this what they said, or is this what they meant? So this can be with, I'm hearing contracts. This can be with opportunities. Like, should I go to this one or should I go to that one? this can be with relationships of like, is this, so again, anything that seems very similar, but you're not sure, once you get this cleansing, it can be, fire cleanse, it can be a water cleanse, going out into nature, putting everything in the earth cleanse, the air cleanse, being surrounded by just, it's best to kind of do that near the water, which is there. It's like a waterfall and it brings up a lot of the air. But it's a cleansing of the sort. That's why I said they already told you what it was. I don't know exactly what it was. So I'm giving different ones. So it's a cleansing that they've already instructed you to do or set up. It can be in the musical cleanse, just really they telling you to blast the music, that frequency to get you there. Because that is also a way of cleansing because it's a vibration. So again, just continues to giving it out. I'm just guessing here. Haha, no pun intended. But yeah, and I feel like also with that, you no longer need to guess about what's happening with that, getting clarity, and you're gonna recognize where you are a welcomed guest, is what I heard. Like you don't need to guess anymore. Like, am I in the right spot, in the right places, in the right relationships, the right opportunities? It's like I'm going to feel like a welcomed guest. Like they prepared it for this for me. They knew I was coming over. They got the candles lit, so it smells good. The water in the fridge, so in case they're like, hey, are you thirsty? I have some cold water to drink. Like they actually prepared for me to come. With this cleansing, it's no longer guessing what's for you; it's knowing what's for you, and keeping that in there. With the clearing, right across from that, we got the peace, clearing the peace. And I feel like it's what you've been looking for is that peace in your life, just true serenity. Like you're like, damn, like I don't mind going through shit like everybody else, but like, damn, like I mean, just a little bit of peace, a little bit of break, a little bit of ease, just a moment of rest. And so once you do this cleansing, you're actually knowing like, okay, this is what I need to do. This I'm going to set this up. This is the opportunity I'm going to take, or it's the action I'm going to take. Whatever it is going to clear your mind and allow you to truly have that peace, clear out the energy, allow you to actually physically clear things out or close out relationships or ideals or habits or things of the sort, truly clear it out so that way you're able to get into that center of peace where you're also no longer questioning or guessing yourself. Because again, you got that abundance coming in, the green pen. Again, everything I do is intentional. I do this typically, always intentional. So abundance, growth, prosperity, pink, the self-love, the self-recognition I'm hearing, the self-realization of who you are, and being able to take that in. We got liar, and then in parentheses the S, like liar, liars, and that's next to the air. It was at first clearing the air, but it's like yes, clearing the air, but it's like a liar. A liar, the thought of them is up in the air, and right under there is jolly, and it's like they're a happy liar. They could be an air sign, especially with it being right on top of that, but it's like somebody that's okay. They're really happy with lying with you, and they're just like, yeah, no, and it's like you're a little bit too comfortable with doing that. You're a little bit too, that rolls off the tongue a little bit too much for me. It could be a lot of lies, and they're just a little bit too happy with that. It's almost like, yeah, it's going over their head, or they're not going to notice it. No, I'm not confused anymore. This has been clear. I know exactly what you're doing because right next to the liar, liars, and the jolly is no faults. Spirit wants you to recognize, and I want you to recognize, and you all recognize, we are not responsible for another motherfucker, right? Another adult lying is never your fault for them deciding to not tell you the truth, to not be honest, to not be open, to not be vulnerable. It's no fault of your own. It's like somebody random on the street punching somebody, but I get in trouble for it. That ain't got shit to do with me. That was not me. No, this holds no fault to you at all. What is going on? And like I said, it feels like it's kind of been up in the air, kind of clouding your head. It almost feels like they've been trying to do so, a lot of manipulation, and I'm sorry, a lot of gaslighting. Just not being honest, and then even when they get caught, they play it off with another. It's just really like they're a little bit too happy to sit in those lies in itself. Under that, we have own up, and then next to it, we have hope. And with the hope being really small next to the own up, is letting me know like you already, ooh, look at my voices. You already know that right now where the behavior has been and where it's heading, they're not going to own up to it. So you need to own up to it. That's why own up is also big for you in this screen. You need to own up to what you need to do, what actions you can control, reactions, the way that you can dictate things, who you can reach out to, what you can set up, what you can start putting together, what you can start realizing, what you can start building. Like, you have to own up to that and stop accepting these lies as well, because there's a piece of you that has been Ashe, and that's why they thought they can get away with it, and it was kind of in the face. But it's like, no, I'm not confusing it anymore either. I'm not clouding anymore. Like, you're not just tossing in, and I'm like, hold on, am I? Like, you're really fucking with me. And it's like, I'm not there anymore either. So you have to own up to that as well. It's like, okay, this is what's truly happening. Sometimes it's also the own up. Like, this is what's truly happening. This is what this motherfucker is doing. I can't make excuses for them anymore. I can't act like I'm confused anymore. Like, once you know better, you do better. And that's the spirit saying, like, hope for that. Like, that hope for them to actually own up and, like, do what they need to do is very slim chance to none, right? Because after that, under that, we have all change. This is all going to change. Once you do what you need to do, that everything's going to change. And I'm hearing whether you decide to forthcome with taking those actions or not, spirit is going to take it for you. And I will say this, and we all know this, and you should know this as well. When that 12th house energy, that spirituality energy, don't let spirit handle it for you. Go ahead and handle that for yourself. Okay? All right. On the map, we have yes, money, come. Now, the first thing I wrote on here actually was just money. And then on top of that was the yes, and then the come with the period. So, like I said, your abundance is coming in a lot more ways. Like, I had to again light a candle, and this is again to bring in abundance, prosperity, and clarity and things of that sort. So for that to come in and you getting your own candle, it's like spirit is lighting a flame anew for you in your life that no one can touch or deny, and not even you can now obstruct. It's like this has already been essentially set in stone, but it's in fire. Okay, let's go ahead and get your charm throw here, spirits. What do we have for our Pisces for August in their sun, moon, rising, and Venus? Mm. You have not been feeling like yourself lately. The outside perception ring, it's like a pink, very vibrant ring triangle for foundation and strength and who you are, and knowing and recognizing that, and that's what people perceive and get. It is not only like not facing upward, but it's flipped on its back as well. So you haven't really felt like yourself in some time. Um, like maybe in the way that you dress, in the way that you speak, or how you maybe you were a lot more outspoken. You maybe were a lot more excitable. Like you were a lot more blunt. Maybe you were something like a lot more inquisitive or open or whatever it is. You feel like you kind of are losing pieces of yourself. Like you like I always used to wear these. I always used to do this. Like and then I always made me feel like why did I? It's really like certain pieces of you are like not there, not present, which is why again you also got that pink because they really want you to get back into that and recognize it doesn't have to just be in your head. It doesn't have to just be a memory. This is something that is an actuality that we are going to bring forth to you, and it's going to feel more magical because you are magic. Okay. We also have the snake energy coming in here with you. It's letting me know that this is your energy you're going through, a shift, a change, a shedding of the skin. It isn't someone else. This someone else is, where you're coming from. It could be a relationship, or situation, whatever it is, the liar, whoever that is. And also be a job. They said they were going to do this and they didn't pay you, like this is not what was in the contract or what I'm supposed to be doing, whatever it is. It can just, but they're really happy with it. But this snake energy feels like their energy again is pushing you into a change, into a shift, so that way you can shed the skin, because right next to it we have the copper ring face down on the sun. Again, a lot of facing down energy of like almost hiding your light or dimming yourself or not really truly being as grounded and rooted as you want, right? But with you getting the copper is letting me know that you do have a foundation inside of yourself that doesn't allow you to lose that sense. They just want it to be shown more, to be present more, and not always hidden, that you know and understand self and what you deserve. Um, and with this cleansing, it's really going to help you to clear up that confusion of old me, new me. Am I really here? All these things, and really allow that to be the center. With the Steven in here, which is also a rose quartz energy, face down, a lot of face down. Like you maybe with your head down a lot, you don't look at yourself as much anymore. You don't think highly of yourself anymore. It's also, thank you, Spirit, what I'm getting, where you're just like head, like it's just energy where it hasn't been peaceful, it hasn't been calm, it hasn't allowed you to be like, who am I? Is it only memories in my head? Is it only hopefully far off future higher self that I can hopefully meet? Like, yeah, I feel like your light got blown out, and now it has to be relit, which is fine, but not. But thank you. However, also, and it's recognizing that because it's going to get there. And I said the flame has been relit. Go do that cleansing, what you need to do, because we have the coffee kitty upward. And the copper is facing towards the fire, the candle that I lit for you. So with it being facing upward, this letting me know that you have the vitality, the energy to do it. It's just once you do this blockage, this clearing of this blockage, and water energy will be good because obviously you're water signs, so definitely doing some water cleansing, memory lighting some candles around or working with them both to burn that fire inside of you again. I'm hearing eat warm food, really, really warm food afterwards, or spicy food to get that as well, to get that energy at the fire to awaken that after the cleanse, after the water cleanse. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Start praying over your water more and your food more, just saying affirmations. So get more into that curiosity and vitality of uh, walking in your sense of who am I more, because people are okay with lying to you, which means they're okay with using you, taking what you have. And it's a no fault to your own, but it causes you to be up in the air, because you're taking on all their energy and they're willingly using your own power. So recognize that, especially with the Stephen face down and the shield, it's just like you're protecting something that you don't even have your own back. Your ancestors are all the way over here on my computer, like so far away from you, so much space in between you guys. Um, Knowing about your past self, this can be also living ancestors, living aunts, uncles, older cousins, younger cousins, shit, but grandmas, mom, but it's so separate, like this family dynamic. And I'm somebody that is working on this with my own family, so not saying yeah, go rent to them, but you understand, again, after that cleanse, you'll know you more. But it's so separate, even from the past of just that. Like when you're looking at memories, it's also good. It's pulling you to that energy, a spiritual energy of tapping in on the other side with them and getting to talk and get to know and commune with them, because they're so far off on their own. And I feel like that'll also help you get to know yourself as well, getting to hear other people's stories in your own lineage and family, making you feel more confident and reassured in who you are, and then it runs in your blood, it runs in your DNA, it runs in your like makeup, like, oh shit, I got that in me, okay. And it can just be stories passed down. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, I can go all the way back to, because especially as a Black person, we get, so just still taking that in, because they're very, 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 very far off from you, and they want the connection, which is why they came out. That's the first charm that came out right here, and I was like, okay, we're gonna pick it up with the rest of them, shake it, and then it came out over here. So it was like it's this distance that is has been created a little bit. So just getting back and connected with that in a way that is safe for you, of course. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some affirmations for you here. See what affirmations you have for Pisces. Because yeah, the money's on it's there, but it's gonna come with that cleansing. It's gonna come with that clarity. It's gonna come with that open energy, that open means. They really want you to focus on that cleansing because you didn't get the earrings at all, which is typically about opportunities. And not saying that you won't have any, but as I mean, know like that, the opportunities, the open doors, the prosperity, the peace, the serenity, the happiness, the adventure that's all coming into you, the relationships, the love, the harmony is like, it's unfathomable almost. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have for the Pisces for August, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? It's going to happen. Continue this energy of cleansing and clearing. All right, 2 more cards, please. Wow, yeah. They really are looking for you to have peace and just calm and serenity in your life. Like they said, we have been watching. Like I said, they still there. They wanted to come out. Your insight, like they still there. They just want a closer connection with you. Like they have been watching and they have been talking and communing. And yeah, I say blessings to you for sure. We have to, unless these will be in the description below. I'm so sorry. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. I don't even think anything else needs to be said. Honestly. And just look at that flourish, that bounty. Peaceful energy. Good. And compassionate actions towards yourself too. Okay? Even if you're like, damn, it took me this. No, compassionate actions towards yourself too. Next one that we have is I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. Okay? It's easier to plan, move, and shift where you're able to think ahead. And music can also be significant because it wasn't playing before any other reasons until now for you. So that can be significant. Just really getting on that bass. And right now I'm only like hearing a like nothing else right now. So it's just almost like the heart of the earth is beating with you and for you. I love that, which also lines up with the green as well, that expansion, which lines up with the next reading card is I can expand time when I'm inspired. Again, that's going through the veil, that openness, that clarity. It almost looks like an eye peering through when you're like has it in your hand. So this is very, very powerful. It's illuminating. And I love that pink again coming through for you guys. The last card that we have is my power lies in my peaceful presence. Okay, again, that peace. They want you to be calm. They don't want you confused or conflicted or feeling unwelcomed or unsure. They want you to have this energy that allows it because that's where you work best. That's when you're inspired best. That's when you're able to have that best. So have that hope that everything is working out because even on the back end, baby, it is. Okay? And just be prepared and ready for it. You already have the foundation for being grounded and rooted and for change. So just start welcoming it. This is your reading, Pisces. Love you guys. Love yourselves more. Until next time.